Get your real estate channel started in 7 days? Karin Carr promises you just that in this book, but is that really possible? What's up, y'all? I'm Rachel Haditzes with eXp Realty. In this video, I'm going to share my thoughts on Karin Carr's YouTube for real estate agents, how to get free leads and never cold call again. In this book, Karin Carr outlines the blueprint for how to get free real estate leads from your YouTube channel. Wouldn't it be great for people to reach out to you who already know, like, and trust you and ask for you to be their agent? This book is pretty powerful because it does show you just how to connect with your ideal client. Obviously, we know that YouTube is a search engine. It's the world's second largest search engine, owned by the world's first largest search engine, which is Google. In this book, Karin teaches you just how to harness the power of the almighty search engine, get into the heads of buyers and sellers, and offer them a solution to what it is that they're searching for. After I go over the basic contents of this book, I'll offer you my honest opinion and whether it should work in your situation. In the very beginning, Karin does a great job of getting the reader fired up. No more cold calling. What? YouTube is free to post? Well, that's great because I'm a broke new realtor and I don't have the money for those expensive mailing campaigns that my broker tells me to do. And I definitely don't have money for paid leads. From there, Karin details the process for getting your YouTube channel set up in just 7 days, starting with identifying who your ideal client is. This one actually puzzled me at first, but it's pretty important to identify who it is that you're speaking to when you're recording a video. Let's face it, it can be pretty intimidating to get behind the camera and start talking. My ideal client was a 30-something boy mom who is relocating to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. By the way, I can personally attest that having an ideal client avatar is not going to limit your client base. My clients are all over the board in terms of age, demographics, and motivations for moving. Karin goes on in the book to identify your market's competition. I know agents in my market are probably pretty intimidated by the fact that I'm totally dominating my local area in terms of search, ranking, and video views. Personally, if someone in my area is watching this, I would disagree with that. Don't feel intimidated by competition because there's only one you. What I have to say about Murfreesboro might not resonate with one person, but what you have to say about Murfreesboro might just click right away. Furthermore, if you are an agent in my area that's interested in YouTube and getting started with video, go ahead and reach out to me. I love making new friends and sharing my wisdom of video, and I too know that there's only one me. After you've seen what's online in your market, Karin goes over SEO, or search engine optimization. Now, as far as SEO goes, Karin does a really great job of outlining just the basics to get you started on SEO. So if you're already familiar with SEO, this might be too basic for you. Again, this book is geared towards real estate agents who are likely getting into YouTube for the very first time. And for those of you that are new and getting into YouTube for the first time, I think SEO is pretty high up on the importance, and for that reason, I rank this chapter pretty high. Definitely, you're going to be referring back to it over and over again. Next, Karin teaches you about your channel art. Now, this is actually pretty funny to me. I remember getting so hung up on my channel art, and if that happens to you, just go out to like Fiverr.com and pay somebody 10 or 15 bucks to make you a channel art. It's definitely something that you want to have up so that people know what your channel is all about. And in this book, Karin teaches you just how to make your own channel art if you are into Canva or some other graphic design software like that. On the 5th day, Karin discusses your call to action and why you should definitely have one. If you're on YouTube and you're giving out this amazing, valuable content, people need to know what to do next. Do they watch another video? Do they go to your website? Do they email you, call you, etc.? Tell them what to do. Karin discusses how to implement a call to action where you would offer a client something free in exchange for their contact information, say a relocation guide. This is also a chapter that I found myself referring back to quite a bit, but once you get down the basics, you can actually amass quite a large client database. And no YouTube book would be complete without a chapter on how to conquer your fear of video itself. This is actually the biggest hurdle for most people. I'll give you the big secret: nobody likes how they look and sound on camera. It's just that some of us can get over it and some of us can't. If you're out there and you're struggling with video, you're not alone. I don't think even a book can stop you from getting out of your own way, but Karin does do a great job of reminding us to think of the other person and that information that we're providing to them instead of thinking of ourselves. And on the 7th day, Karin gives you some real talk about time management and the importance of posting consistently. So if you're already an experienced YouTuber, my opinion is that this book will just be a lot of review for you. However, if you're into real estate and you're just getting started with making your YouTube channel, this book is very enlightening. It's highly motivating, and it could change your life and change your business if you actually implement the strategies that Karin outlines in this book. I give this book a 5-star recommendation on Amazon, and every real estate agent just getting started with a channel should start here. She gives you just enough to get started without overwhelming you into not starting in the first place. However, if you don't get started creating valuable content, you won't get new clients. You'll find a link for Karin's book, YouTube for Real Estate Agents, down in the description. If you're kind enough to click the link, I do benefit monetarily. Make sure to subscribe with the bell if you want more content about real estate and digital marketing, and I'll see you at the next video.